On the second day of Christmas, Chuck Norris sent to me Thor's mighty hammer and a micro Uzi. Hey folks, Kilt-Man here, feeling festive. I hope you're all feeling festive too. Time of this recording, we're just a couple of days from the big day, Christmas Day. Yes, oh yes, riotous fun shall be had by all and sundry. Make merry. So folks, today I'm wearing, this is called the Bruin tartan. The Bruin. Actually, it's brown. You've all heard of the black watch. Yeah, this is the brown watch. But remember in Reservoir Dogs, you don't want to be called Mr. Brown. Too much like Mr. Shit, you know. So you don't know where the brown watch kilt. Too much like the shit watch, isn't it? So it's pronounced the Bruin tartan, and very rugged and earthy it is too. It's a lovely, lovely tartan. Anyway, folks, you're lucky you've got me. After a day's absence from doing videos, you're looking at Kilt-Man on day 2 of the most epic hangover he's ever had in his life. And he's had a lot of hangovers, because I've drunk a lot of whiskey. And on Friday, I'm only certain of several things about Friday. One, I met my globe-trotting goddess of a mate, Maggie Musto, who's an American freelance photographer, on a whistle-stop tour of the UK. She managed to meet Kilt-Man for a plate of chips, a picture of whatever she was drinking, and copious whiskey for me. And it was great, it was great. That was early on, but I'd been drinking since 2 o'clock that afternoon. Oops. Therein lies the forthcoming ensuing disaster. And after we parted company, next thing I know, she's in Dumfries. That girl, there's no holding her back, there's no stopping her. A rolling stone gathers no moss, and she propels herself around the world by magical means. Anyway, I then partied on, as is my wont, in town, Liverpool, where I can be found most Friday nights, drinking an unbelievable amount of whiskey, bopping my little tartan ass off everywhere I could go. And then, because a shred of common sense did hit me, I tried to get home. And I'm on the platform, yes, and I was sitting down with a couple of girls on the platform. I know, because I got selfies of them, and we were laughing and joking. Next thing you know, not 1, not 2, but 5 Merseyrail officials turn up. Excuse me, sir, we think you're too drunk to go on the next train. Could you please leave the platform and the station? Wherein the correct thing would have been to have just gone, oh, hey, look, come on, you know, I'm all right. No, you're not, sir. No, you're not. You're leaving the platform now. Okay, I'm off. Ta-da. But no. As if you're going to make things any better, you're going to convince them that you're not drunk by arguing with them. Literally arguing, effing and blinding. Fuck this, fuck you, fuck all the time. It's not going to help your cause, that is it? 5 of them it took to shift Kilt-Man. But what did Kilt-Man do after that? Yes, he tried to nip onto the train from another station. They'd been tipped off that Kilt-Man might try such a ridiculous endeavour, and there was a security cordon waiting for me as I rocked up. Kilts are swishing, hair are swishing, with a big smile on my face. They went, on your way. How am I going to get home then? Get the bus. Anyway, the only other thing I know about that night, or rather the next morning, was waking up just over there. Behind me there are the dog's bowls. I woke up, fully dressed, curled in a ball with my head in one of the dog's bowls. Mrs. Kilt-Man was not best pleased. And so yesterday, the Saturday, I spent all day recovering, and I did not feel good at all. And today, Sunday, well, you can see me, but I am soulless. I still don't feel right. Oh my God. So, ladies and gents, boys and girls, let my adventure be a lesson to you all. Don't drink whiskey as much as I did, because it will screw you up. So, with that in mind, I'll have a little slurp of tea. It is tea. Worry not. So, with all this kind of, the black spots of Friday night in mind, I thought, what best to play to try and rejig the memory? Because when you've been out and you've done things and you don't remember, and you get little tantalising vestiges of imagery pops into your head of, I did what? Where? On the bar? Upside down? Jerry Goldsmith's ace score to the Arnold Schwarzenegger, Paul Verhoeven, classic sci-fi, gut-blasting, head-crunching, mindfuck of a movie, Total Recall. Of course, based on Philip K. Dick's short story, We Can Remember It For You, Wholesale. Came out in 1990. A riotous success. It just threw every idea into the movie, into the mix. You had awesome Rob Bottin special effects in there. You had pulverising violence, as is Paul Verhoeven's standard fare. And it was a cerebral action fest. Doug Quaid, Arnold Schwarzenegger, it's in the future. He's a construction worker, but he wants to go off to Mars. He's got dreams of going to Mars. And, of course, when you go... Total Recall is a company which can implant memories into your brain so that you think you've been somewhere, you've done something, and the memories feel as real as any memory in your head, Doug. But of course, in so doing, it uncovers the fact that he actually has been to Mars and he's a fucking secret agent. So the company want to take him down because he knows too much. But it's like those Russian dolls. Each time you open one, another one's inside, and another one, and another one. So the more you unpeel of Doug Quaid's memory, the more revelations there are. Who is he really? What secrets are there on Mars? Is he part of the revolution? Yes on all counts. It's a great movie. Now, I'm going to play you the opening title track. And this is called The Dream, but it's the opening title sequence. And it does bleed into a sequence where Doug has this dream of him and the babe that he knows on Mars, who keeps his girl of his dreams, but he genuinely does know her because she does exist in reality. They're on top of this Martian cliff in their environment suits, but there's a tremor and they fall down and they crack the glass, the visors on their suits, and their eyes pop out their head because the Martian atmosphere is not conducive to the human form. And that is the end of this musical sequence. It's called The Dream. But so I'm going to play you this. Now, again, before I play it, I want you to know that there's been a long-standing sort of thing, people saying, did Jerry Goldsmith pay homage to Basil Poledouris' score for Conan the Barbarian? And the more I hear this theme, the more I recognise that Conan theme from the Anvil of Crom, the title sequence of Conan the Barbarian. I've never seen Jerry Goldsmith say in any interview that yes, he was acknowledging it, and it could all be just hearsay. But there is a two-note element, but it's a very big two-note element, which sounds very, very similar. Plus, there's a little sort of romantic bridge in the middle of the track, which is again very similar to a bridge that Poledouris puts into Anvil of Crom. I'm going to play both so you can see what we're getting at. And if nothing else, it's just a bit of fun. But I'm hoping that playing this will rejig my memory of Friday night. And if any of you out there did meet me on Friday night, other than Maggie, please do come forward and let me know, because Kilt-Man can get up to some crazy things. But normally I like to remember them. Anyway, folks, Total Recall, here's The Dream. That's the Conan bit. Doesn't sound like much, I know. It's just brass. But it is very similar. And it was Arnie, at his best. Post-Terminator 2. Post-Predator. Post-Conan, obviously. You can still do Conan again. King Conan. Arnie's looking good now. He's looking good. He's competing with Stallone again, of course. Stallone looks fabulous at 72. Arnie's a bit older, isn't he? Can't quite remember. But he went through a very pot-bellied stage, but now he's getting into shape again. And I've seen him, and he's looking amazing. Because I know there's another Terminator on the way, isn't there? Conan! King Conan! Goldsmith was employing a lot of synth as well. Here's the romantic bridge. As a kid, loving soundtracks, I used to hate moments like this. In a big, pulverising main theme anthem, it would then go into a soft element. Doesn't last long, does it? It's like Goldsmith knows. It's, oh, I'll give you that bit. But now it's back. Bum, 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 bum. Sorry, I can't get this louder. We're at the limits of this poxy system. Now in the film, we go into the dream sequence. This track is called The Dream. Doug, Arnie, and his brunette, sleazy, demure, because he's created her. Only she actually doesn't exist. That's why he remembers her. Sleazy and demure. And brunette, yeah. Brunettes are the best. No offence. Now Goldsmith had employed a lot of electronics throughout the 80s. Legend, hugely electronic. Runaway, the Tom Selleck movie with the spider bots in it, and Gene Simmons had a kiss. Great film, and I love Jerry Goldsmith's my favourite composer, my go-to guy. But I gotta be honest, I did not enjoy that entirely electronic score he did for Runaway. It's just too fuzzy, warm, and synthetic. That was the dream sequence there. Tell you what, you remember the film, don't you? He goes to Mars, he gets his ass to Mars, and he meets Kuatu, who is the mutant leader of the revolution. And Kuatu is actually a sort of baby-faced entity with arms but a head that comes out of another guy's chest, and he lives there. So they are a combined unit. And of course, Kuatu already knows Doug and urges Doug to open your mind. And then Doug will sort of regress, and he'll remember about the secrets of Mars, that Mars has an atmosphere, it's just got to be released. These great big things are going to push down into frozen water and release oxygen to create an Earth-like environment, and that's what the company's been hiding all this time. Plus, Martians were on Mars. Where else would Martians be when they're not invading Earth? This is a lovely track. It's very evocative and sensual. The dialogue from here of Kuatu saying open your mind was sampled and used in songs during the 90s. I can't think of what they were called, but I used to always hear them and I go, that's Total Recall, that. Ripped it off. It's Kuatu. Beautiful, isn't it? Celestial. You get a feel of the veil being lifted. Literally, and sinister secrets being, unveiled. But there's a sense of beauty to it as well. Mystery. You get that sense of awe and wonder. God, Goldsmith was good, wasn't he? This is an action-packed score. So many classic moments in it. But this is just wonderful. And a sense of rapture in it as well. It's beautiful, isn't it? Gorgeous, that. Yeah? What do you think? Yeah. So that was The Dream, the title sequence from Total Recall, and The Mutant, which is where Doug Quaid, Arnie's memories are rekindled, and he gets total recall. Of course, this film's also famous for having Michael Ironside in it. Michael Ironside from Scanners always plays a bad guy. Always plays a bad guy. And he gets his arms ripped off when that elevator goes up. And Arnie's holding his two arms, and he goes like, "See you at the party, Richter." Michael Ironside was in another film about a hero guy who's got suppressed memories called The Machinist with Christian Bale. And he plays an antagonist in that as well. Also, another Michael Ironside connection. Jerry Goldsmith scored a couple of years before this the film Extreme Prejudice, which was a reworking by Walter Hill of the classic Sam Peckinpah movie The Wild Bunch. Absolutely brilliant movie with Clancy Brown in it as well. You know, the great Clancy Brown, and Nick Nolte. You know, awesome as a Texas Ranger. Culminates in a great big shootout at the end in a Mexican shantytown. Bloodbath. And Jerry Goldsmith did the score for that. Michael Ironside is in that, playing a bad guy. There's connections everywhere. Connections. And the score for Total Recall, you can always fit a lot of Goldsmith's scores into certain particular eras when he would have a similar theme or a similar orchestration going on. And Extreme Prejudice and this do have a very similar sound. In fact, the main theme to Extreme Prejudice is very similar to the main theme from Total Recall. Anyway, I did say I was going to play you the opening of Conan the Barbarian. So let's just do that now and see if you can pick up on what I was getting at before. This is Anvil of Crom. Did you get it? It is very, very similar. Not in a rip-off sort of sense, in a homage sort of sense. Poledouris. This is just phenomenal. I've played this before on another video as a bit of musical motivation to get you up in the morning, take on the world, be barbaric. But I'll let it play on because I want to get to the little romantic bridge again, which again is similar to what's in Total Recall, the main title theme. Tone shifts, uplifting, romantic. I like Goldsmith. It's just a bridge. Poledouris is going to quickly come back in with more of that. You know, I've just remembered as well, James Horner scored Commando, and there's a very similar sort of romantic bridge in the Commando main theme as well, which really took me out of it for a lot of listenings, mainly because during that, you know, you see Arnie with a big tree trunk over his shoulder at the start of Commando, but when the romantic bit comes on, it's him and his daughter, the young Alyssa Milano, and they're feeding deer and having ice creams, and it's like, oh, fuck off. You're a big tough commando. like Kilt-Man was, and still is. Well, folks, there was a bit of a musical onslaught. Not very festive, I'll give you that, but, you know, hey, you know. The idea was to try and rekindle my own memory so I can open my mind, but I'm afraid the whiskey is far too powerful for that. If anyone out there does remember seeing me on Friday night, and I always do get seen, and I don't exactly blend into the background now, do I? But, you know, please do let me know. So, in the meantime, folks, get your ass to Mars. Be festive. Be full of jollity. Be good to your fellow man. Drink whiskey in moderation. Leave some for me. I'm going to be back very soon because now I feel energized. I feel on a roll. Let's do some more videos. Come on, Kilt-Man. So, folks, I'm going to see you all